Hello, BCOM students. Well, class is almost over. Today, 5/6, May 6th, is the last day you can take your final. The final must be completed at 11:59 tonight. Not started, but completed by. If you're in the middle of your final at 11:59 tonight, it's going to close down, and whatever score you've earned at that time will be posted. So make sure you start your final early, not 11:59. I would suggest you start it by at least 11 or 10 o'clock, just to make sure you're covered. Also, I want you to make sure that you understand the grading scale. And we have 1,000 points in the class total. The only thing in the class that will drop as far as low grades is chapter tests. We have 14 chapter tests. We're going to drop 4 of those chapter tests, so you get a maximum of 300 points in chapter tests. That's why you see 2 scores in grading. You see maximum points, and then you see points after lowest grade deducted. And those lowest grade deductions are your chapter tests. So if you look at that score after lowest grades are deducted, that's going to show you your total points for the class that will be credited towards your grade. And that will be used to determine, okay, if there are 900 points or more, you get an A. 800 points or more, it's a B. 700 points or more, it's a C. You get the idea. The extra credit that you do in the Cengage publisher's website, let's say, I do give you that credit, but it doesn't show up in Blackboard because there's a system glitch. For some reason, I can't give you extra credit if I'm importing grades. So don't freak out. If you see that you've got 24 points coming to you in extra credit from the Cengage website, I will make sure that gets into your total points scored for the class. And if it makes you jump from a B to an A or a C to a B or whatever, I'll make sure you get those points so it jumps over. So don't worry about that. That'll be taken care of. Make sure that you understand what your grade is today after you take your final. If you have any questions, send me an email, text me, whatever it takes, okay? Let's see, I think I've covered everything. Hopefully you've enjoyed this class. The last thing that I want to make sure that you understand is that there are actually 2 ways to give me feedback. Class feedback in lessons, the very bottom of it. If you click on that, those are questions that I've put together to help me understand the class better and to give you a forum to let me know specifically what things you liked and did not like. Please just use this as your opportunity to give me honest feedback. I don't know who you are unless you tell me, or unless you say, well, I failed the final because, and then, I guess everybody's failed the final, which I don't think anybody has. I could probably figure that out. So be cognizant of that. I mean, really, I'm not so self-centered that if I get negative feedback, I'm going to hunt you down or anything. I'm probably going to say thank you more than, you're a bad person. If it's valid, if you just did poorly because you didn't apply yourself and you blame me, well, that's a little different. But give me feedback. I'd appreciate it. And again, if you use this feedback, the class feedback section, that's just for me. You don't have, and I can't tell who it is. But for me, for my boss, how they evaluate me is this course evaluation. I want to ask all of you to go to the course evaluation and give me glowing references and, oh, it was the best instructor I've ever had. Hopefully that's true. But this is the way that my boss will actually look at my performance and grade me. So if you have something good to say, say it. If you have something bad to say, hell, don't worry about it. No, if you have something bad to say, I guess I'd rather be honest than not. But just know that this is how my boss evaluates me. So the better score, the better. Uh, Enough said on that. I do want you to make sure that you do the evaluation in both of these ways. That would really help me out a lot. Okay, we're done. I hope you enjoyed the class and you've learned something that you're going to take forward, especially the people that have taken the opportunity to get feedback as far as the interview. Some of you didn't do that, and I'm sorry you didn't. But hopefully the vast majority of you did, because it was worth 100 points, and hopefully you got something out of that. That's one thing that I really enjoy doing, even though it's a time suck, as you guys can probably figure out. If I've got 60 students, I got to make sure that I touch those students for a couple of hours. But I do believe that that's where I get the most satisfaction out of the class, is to make sure that students understand their strong points and their weaknesses and how to prepare for an interview. And just like I said when we were done with the interview, I'll say it again. If you need help in the future, as long as I have a TCC email address, I will be glad to help you. I give 30 minutes to everybody who asks, pretty much, and I do it at least 2 times a week. No matter if you're a graduate or still a student, I'm here to help you be successful, because I want that steak dinner. All right, everyone. Take care. I wish you the best, and thanks for listening. Bye now.